Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to That One Awkward Guy. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. It has been a week since I've recorded. I've gotten comments of people asking if I'm dead. I'm not dead. I am alive. Very much alive. I've just had a very busy, very hectic it's last Tuesday, and today's Friday, so it's been over a week since I've actually been able to put out a video, but I am not dead. I am back, hopefully somewhat more steady for the next little bit. But yeah, I am sorry that I haven't been able to get out any videos for the last week and a bit. I'm hoping to get out one or two videos today, and then at least one for Saturday and Sunday. I'm hoping. Um, but yeah, I should be getting back into the more daily or every other day routine of getting a video out. And like I said, sorry for missing a few days there. But yeah, we are back here today with our China series in Hearts of Iron 4 with the Economic Crisis mod. And I'm trying to remember what happened in the last episode because I do not entirely remember. We had the Civil War going on in Germany. That's kind of just sitting there now. I don't know what's happening there. I don't even have troops here. They're gonna get themselves like they could just move forward and take Munich. I don't know why they wouldn't be advancing their troops there. Anyway, we had this thing in Ireland. It looks like that's not gonna go too well for us. This is pretty much a lost cause already. Other than that, not really much is going on. We have a bit of a resource problem. What do we got? Tungsten. We set some of that to production, didn't we? Oh, is it all infrastructure? Oh, no, there it is. Let's just raise that up real quick. Still lots of infrastructure to make. We are not nearly where I'd like to be when it comes to infrastructure. Let's see. Logistics. Is this the new tank? Yeah, I think that's a new one. So this is upgrades, I assume, right? Alright, production. Yes, this is going for reinforcements. That's probably because this is the new tank. How much? How long? 100 days, not too bad. But we need to start beefing up our army because I think it's time we actually get involved in a full-scale war, not any of these Civil War things. I think it's time that we really get involved in something. I'm not entirely sure where we'd like to start. I'd like to start with the CSTO because I am confident with our allies that we can win that war. My only worry is that would raise world tension so high we'd trigger NATO's involvement, and I'd assume they'd be involved against me. So that is a little worrying. So it might be smart to perhaps advance west into Kazakhstan, but what kind of resources? Because that's the biggest thing I'm looking for right now. What kind of resources are we going to get? No, oh yeah. I wish this screen didn't always have to come up to be in this map mode. Can I exit it and still be? Yes, there we go. That works. The resources aren't bad. But, I mean, I'd have to declare war on so many countries. World tension would raise to 100 after the first two wars. I mean, at that, it just makes sense, like, to go to war with the CSTO because world tension's going to 100% either way. At least this way, I can get way more land, and it probably is going to add up to more resources, too. Along with the factories, because I know Russia's quite the decent industry. Probably better than ours. Significantly better than ours in terms of military factories. But they do heavily outnumber us, so we are going to need to beef up our military even further. Due to the tank deficit, and we're losing a bunch of stuff. Can I pause and hope this goes back? Sometimes it'll just say, hey, you're losing a bunch of stuff for no reason. And then it fixes itself after a few days. But we have a decent stockpile of infantry equipment. What about motorized? Where's motorized on here? 14.2 thousand. It's not great, but it's workable. Yeah, this is balancing out. So it's workable. It's workable. I think we'll try to boost up our... Let's go back to... No, not states. Default. I think it's workable to try to increase our motorized force, but... What's this? Oh, goodness, another one. Who did it now? Oh, no! Wasn't I influencing Iran as well? Yeah, I was. Oh, that doesn't even... What? How did that even happen? Okay, we don't have a choice. Like, we have to. Like, NATO is just uncontrollably growing. I mean, it literally doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess it kind of does with the world tension for some countries, but I don't know, the speed they're growing, it's crazy. We either need to get a ton of allies, which I think we pretty much already exploited the majority of the allies we're going to be able to easily get, or we have to take the CSTO out of the picture, because if we can take all of this land, or at least a good portion of it, then I think we're in good shape to fight a war against NATO. So, yeah, we can't afford to wait any longer. We have to go for this now. I guess I might as... You know what? I'm going to keep... How big is their army? Nope. I was going to say we could try coup, but with that many divisions, there's no point. Alright, so we could start justifying now, if I wanted to. But I'm not confident I would win right now with the amount of divisions I have, because they have a lot of troops on my border. What I could do is I might try to time the coup with the justification and see if we can draw some troops off the line. But the first things first, we need to look at our full-out army. So we have a ton of infantry. Frankly, a lot more infantry than I'd like. And a decent amount of motorized and tanks. I mean, of course, I'd like a lot more tanks than we currently have, but we just do not have the resources for that at the moment. I think what we're going to do... I'm going to get some artillery. I want like 20 artillery things. Let me create a new guy here. Support artillery with artillery. Let's do it. I don't think we're actually producing anti-tank. Let's get an engineer company. Why not? And a recon company, sure. We're going to give you like a little bit of infantry just to keep you, just to be there. And then artillery. Give them light. I'm not producing light tanks. I want to put like one tank into this, but I don't know if we can afford it. I'll put 2 mobile battalions and then just pump up artillery. Oh, I don't even have enough things for that. Okay. There we go. It's not the best, but it'll do. And we'll create roughly 20 of those. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. And they're all fully supplied. And how much motorized does that leave us with? Motorized, where is it? I always can't find things. Motorized. 14.2 thousand. Let's unpause it and see how much that goes down. Doesn't go down at all. It's still troubling me, but this is all still in the negatives, but I'm hoping it's just going to fix itself. Oh, there we go. 13.2. So that took roughly 1,000 motorized. Alright, so then what's this? Oh, come on, again? We already fixed this. Why do they keep doing this? Oh yeah, they became fascist. We're working on it. Alright. No, you guys, no. It doesn't make sense. No. Wait, what was theirs again? I'm trying to remember what their tag was. I think it was, no? Tag. No, what was it? Democratic. I already tried this, didn't I? What was their tag? Well, oh, maybe it's changed now, because this? I'm very confused. Oh, man, and I had this before, too. Tag. Is it just... Will that do it? Nope. No, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. This is not good. No. What is it? Okay, well, what's this? I didn't even know we were... I didn't even know you were with us. I don't even remember inviting you. I'm sorry, I'm declining. I'm not getting involved in any wars. I'm not risking that right now. We cannot afford to get involved in anything. They have to handle their own stuff. We have to figure out, what was it? It was, well, I mean, they already just declined it. I have to resend it. What was it? Yeah, I don't know how they turned fascist. It's a little odd to me. You know what, let me just put this down here just so it starts while I'm waiting for this. 3, 4, 5. It's adding another 40 divisions now. And in its entirety. This is a whole 40 divisions we're adding here. So this is a considerable amount. of stuff we're adding. Let's start researching all this. Democratic Republic. It's not. So I must have changed. I'll try like KIN or something. Let's improve relations. No, not clicking the wrong thing. Tag. Okay. Oh my goodness. Why can I not remember this? Because they're kind of like extremely important too. What we need to do, you know what? We'll just wait for them to become communist again, and then they should be happy to join us. It shouldn't take too long because we're boosting popularity now, so I'll monitor it to make sure it keeps going up, and it looks like it is. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. And yes, I can invite so many people, but like I can invite Ireland, but I don't want to get involved in their war, so. Oh, the lag spike is just unhealthy. Yeah, is this still happening? Yeah, they're still trying. They can't do it. They can't do it. Oh, is that it? Is that going to be the loss right there? Yep, there it is. Well, we fought hard. Oh, man. Alright, so we're producing all these. How long are these going to take? Because I want to start justifying by the end of this episode. We can't afford to wait. Just with the speed of which nations are joining NATO, we just can't afford to wait any longer. Now, this is another 200 to 400 divisions we're going to have to fight. I mean, look at this. That's potentially 200 divisions that we're going to have to go up against now. I mean, we're still working on Pakistan, but they're not at 30% yet, so we're still waiting on that. And hopefully we can bring them in, because they have a decent army. Yeah, 91, so that's a potentially, I'd say, 100 to 150. That's definitely something we could use. So what percentage are they at? They're at 22. So once they hit 30, I'll bring them in. So how close are you guys to taking out 50%? So other people must be boosting, because they're getting a bunch of different things. Oh no, we're going down now, too. I think. Are we? I can't tell. Why won't they join us exactly? Is it the different ideology? Negative 200. What are your reasons to be hostile towards me? I thought we were friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'm sorry. I said it and then I'm like, I have to do it now. Now that song's gonna be stuck in your head, don't worry. Mutually exclusive. So what do we got? Is this all research stuff again? Yeah, we're gonna be done naval research relatively quickly, so I don't think this is gonna matter. And then this is so basically submarines or ships. Let's just do this. Why not? Navy's not gonna be a big part of our dealings anyway. How many do we have? We have 3. Mostly because the majority of our fighting is going to be on the mainland. Well, there we go. Let me do it there. The majority of our fighting will be on the mainland until we head to the USA, in which case we'll just have so many naval dockyards that there's no way they'll be able to stop us. Yeah, they're really just pouring troops onto this border now. They know something's up. We're not going to be able to crack that either. Especially not if we only have 37 nukes and not nearly an air force strong enough to crack theirs, because we haven't even really invested in it. And even if we did, they have potentially 20,000 planes. I think right now, do we have anybody? We do have people investing in jet fighters. So we have jet fighters. I want to invest in some strategic bombers with these factories. Strategic bombers. Jet strategic bombers. Yes. And everything we got, throw it over there. And what are we're lacking tungsten still. I thought I ordered tungsten to the top, didn't I? Alright, fine. We'll get more. Just spread it all out. And then I want this all built now. This is priority. We want to start building up our Air Force. Oh man, the lag is getting really bad. I can't even do anything unless I have it paused. Even then, it's difficult. It's like clicking it, nothing would happen. There we go, now it seems to be working. Oh no, that's because it's paused still. Yeah, if I'm going to say one thing about this mod, it seems like late game it's becoming a little difficult to run. But that's probably just because there's so many things going on that don't normally happen in the game. Yeah, they must have troops here. I just probably can't see them. Oh, is it because I have allies here? Yeah, India has a division. That's why. Because I remember, I just looked over and I remember before I was saying how, they could just march through here. It's probably because they just straight up don't have troops there. Huh. Why is there 11 Canadian brigades just marching through Madrid? What's happening? What happened there? Do they gave them military access, didn't they? Yeah, I think they did. Alright, I want to go... Oh, research. Before I forget, we probably already... Nope, we didn't lose the counter. I was worried that the little thing here that builds up, I think you get like caps at 30 research points. I was worried that it built up too much and we would have lost it. Or started losing time. So North Korea here. Are you growing? Okay, yes. You're growing. Good. So I don't know when it's going to happen and you're going to turn back communist. Because when you do, I'm going to assume at that point that we'll be able to get them back in the faction. Oh, suddenly they're pulling troops off the line again. You know what I want to do, actually? I want to invest in radar. I don't know what's happening over there, and I need to see. I need to see what's going on. I really do. So just kind of along here, invest heavily in radar. And just get it built. We should still be able to work a little bit on the tungsten. Yeah, a little bit. Not at the speed I'd like to, but it'll be worked on. And as these finish up, just because I want to see exactly what the Russians have on the border, because it's going to make it a lot easier to take them down later. So how long until we finish all these? Because they're still building. We could quick deploy them, but we'll let them train. They certainly have all the hardware they need, but this is still going down. Why is it fluctuating like this? What is costing us so many? Like 139, you're telling me we're breaking 140 tanks a day. I don't know, that just seems a little unrealistic. Like, we're not fighting anywhere. We don't have troops deployed. We shouldn't be suffering attrition. We are suffering attrition? Oh my goodness, what is taking them so long? I spread them out for exactly this reason. Alright, we're going to put you along the coast, too. Maybe there should be better infrastructure down there. Alright, we're going to spread you guys out just everywhere because clearly you guys are still suffering attrition and it's costing us dearly. Alright, we're literally across the entire country that doesn't border Russia. There we go. You guys have lots of room to spread out and around now. Stop suffering attrition. We can't afford that right now. It also troubles me how slow it was just going. I thought it was about to crash. Because I saw it wasn't moving. I'm like, oh god, is this going to crash now? Alright, where are you guys all heading? You're all heading to the coast. So I probably should have done that in the first place. Because now they're just going to go to the bigger cities and I should be able to hold out there. Yeah. And hopefully that'll fix the whole attrition problem. Yep. Already that's down. Because now it was supposed to be finished 100 days, now it's 119 days. I'm not very happy about that. Production. So we're producing 5 planes a year. That's also not okay. How goes tungsten again? We're making progress still? Yes. We're lacking 11 tungsten. And we're not building any more military factories now because we're getting this radar done. Okay. So we need to get this radar done and out of the way ASAP. So we can get back on to working other things. It's just we need to know. We need to be able to see, because I can see they have troops here. But they're constantly shifting, and I want to know, do they have troops up here? Is there potential that they have them along Kazakhstan here? Because I know I'll probably be able to see to around, like, this area, I think. Like, I'll be able to see if they have troops here. Because if they have troops on these two territories, that means they probably have them everywhere, which means there's a lot of troops that they could divert over here. So we have to be able to see that. All right, North Korea, how close can we make things happen? You're at 49% still. I think there's either outside influences or they have a national focus or something that they got that's boosting socialism. Because it's at 4%. I don't even think it had a hold there before, so. Yes, I know we have a lot of planes in reserve. I'm very aware. Good, good. We're getting through the tungsten. So, are we actually producing a decent amount of strategic bombers? 8.38 a year. It's not great. It's not great. But it's workable because technically we'll only need like one strategic bomber to launch the nukes. It's the jet fighters that we need more. And we're producing almost 2 of those a day, so. We're going to build up a decent reserve. Not enough, I don't think, to really do anything in this war, but perhaps once we go to war with NATO, there'll be enough. Anything we can grab up here? Yes, there is. Let's get started on that. Yeah, there's still nothing for all this, right? No. Doesn't look like it. Still only have the reformers. All these, yeah. Those don't have anything either. So, are you guys up to 30%? Or are you still stuck at 20? No, you're at 23 now. I think it's just time is passing so slowly, even on full speed. World tension is still going up. It's at 70% now. Honestly, it's a miracle that NATO or CSTO or any of the factions haven't just gone nuts and started declaring war on people yet. I'm a little surprised it hasn't happened. Because generally when world tension gets this high, you start seeing some of the bigger wars start, which is why I'm a little worried to go to war with the CSTO. Because I'm wondering what happens once we get to 100% world tension. I mean, the only advantage I guess we'll have is there's no NATO countries besides Thailand here that are actually close to us, and if we're being entirely honest here, Thailand's going to be pretty heavily outnumbered. Well, actually, maybe not. Where's Vietnam's entire, or not Vietnam, Laos' entire army? Oh, they have it all down here. Okay. They've decided to stack 38 divisions down here. That's comforting. But between them and Vietnam, they're going to be heavily outnumbered, so they're not really that worrying. I suppose Papua New Guinea could be potentially worrying. How big's their army? That could be used to launch a naval invasion if NATO were to declare war. And then South Korea is only a threat if we don't bring in North Korea. This all depends on what time NATO is going to declare war. If they do declare war. Would they declare war at outbreak? Or declare war after the peace talks? Because peace talks is when this is going to reach 100, no matter what we do, unless we want to just take like a small bit of Russia. So, I think we do have to be ready for a potential war with NATO. Requires one of the following. Oh wait, I can still do this. I can still go through the boat on both of them. Battleships. Yes, that's great, but we have stuff we can research here now. And we can actually get mechanized now if we'd like. We could try to switch production over to that. Production. But I don't think we'll have the experience to make the change. Like if I were to go and edit you and do this, I'd actually have to switch you to mechanized. And we don't have the army experience to do that, so we might have to wait a little bit. Nonetheless, let's get mechanized equipment and get ready for that. And there we go. We're starting to work down on this deficit a little bit. 76 days. That's good to see. Getting the new tanks out. Still have a decent reserve of these ones back here. Were these the crappy ones or the good ones that we used to use? I cannot tell. Let me see. Looking at it, it looks like the really old ones that we used when we first started. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's older. Alright, well, at least we know we have a bit of a reserve to fall back on. What about training? Has anybody deployed yet? No, not yet. Still training. 30th of November and December. So by December, everything should be done. So within the next couple months. And then we should be able to start deploying everybody. And the other advantage that we will have over Russia is our manpower. Even if they outnumber us in terms of divisions, we can just win a war of attrition in terms of manpower alone. So as long as we can support our troops here industrially, which in a defensive war I think we could, we should be able to win. And look at that, guys. We have one strategic bomber. Look how good at this we are. And we're starting to get radar now. So we still can't really see much, but once we get level 6 radar, we should be able to see pretty much everything. I want to start justifying, but I don't know. Probably going to be recording another episode of this after this, so I won't ask you guys what you think for this, because there won't really be a point to it. Because after this episode, I'm going to go right into the next one, because I want to get 2 episodes out today. Okay, we have to do it. We can't wait. That's another state in NATO now. Who is it this time? Was it... No, you guys were in NATO before. Who was it this time? I think it was... Who was it? I don't know. Could have been Ireland, because I know they were... Weren't they technically like a revolution? Or were they? I don't remember. I'm not sure. It might have been somebody here. Was it Zambia? Might be Zambia. I'm not sure. Alright, well, we have to. I don't think we can afford to wait. We really can't. Can I get a better tank yet? I don't know if we can even afford to make more tanks, so I'm going to not even get one. Even though, well, we can't anyway, but we just don't have the industry to go through another wave of new tanks. We're going to do it. I want to start boosting party popularity, communism, and get ready to start the coup in a couple months. Give it some time to grow. Yeah. I mean, we could try a fascist coup, actually, because that's already have 46% support. Instead of communist coup, because it's going to lose. It just needs to distract them. And this way I can save some more diplo points. You know what? Yeah. Cancel it. Cancel. Stage coup. Fascist. It already has more than enough support to go forward. And once that launches, so how long exactly is that going to take? That is going to be done 8th of December. So if I were to justify conquer, that would take 80 days. And how many days is this going to take? 8th of December. Okay, so this is going to take well over a year. So about 80 or so days before this, I will start justifying, maybe a little later, because I want to give Russia some time to get their troops over there. And hopefully they'll last as long as the last coup did, which will give us all the time we need to make an offensive and put them on the defense rather than the offense. Because as of right now, they're going to outnumber us. But if we can split their troops and take a decent amount of this land, they'll be stuck trying to fight it from the Ural Mountains, right? If we can advance quickly enough, they'll be fighting it from here, which means we can build up our infrastructure because I think we just have the industry to do that. But if we take this much land and they're fighting a war over here, I don't think they're going to have a lot of industry to spare to build up all their infrastructure here, because as of our intel right now, it is pretty low infrastructure. So if they're fighting a war from here and they're fighting a war on 2 fronts, I don't think they're going to have the industry they need to actually build infrastructure here. Well, I think we will, because we have so many allies that can send troops as well, so we won't be taking so much of a brunt here. So I don't know if the AI does this. I never do, but if they try to convert their civilian factories to military factories, that's good. That means they will not be able to build infrastructure. So that's what I kind of hope they do, that in the outbreak of the war, they'll just be like, okay, full military factories. But we will see. Especially, you know, if the coup takes a lot of this land and we take this land, that should be a decent amount of their industry. Not all of it, obviously, but it should be a decent amount of it. Because I do think the majority of their industry is kind of in this region here. But taking this here, come on, let me do the box. Taking this here and then this, that should do some damage. What about in terms of resources? We'd definitely be crippling their resources. They have a lot of steel here. So they'd be, and they have a lot of resources actually over here. That's 40 oil right there. And what about here? Yeah, if the revolution were to start here, I mean, it doesn't even really matter where it starts as long as it's strong. and can hold out. But yeah, we'd cripple their resources, which is a huge advantage for us. Interesting. And finally, these are going to be done. You guys should be finished any day, because I know you guys said you'd be done in November. Yep, 30th of November. And you guys were like early December, right? Yeah, 4th of December. Alright, that's good. So that's another 40 divisions. That will almost get us to 200 strong. And that's good. So how goes building this down, or breaking this deficit here? 36 more days. Very good. Producing 23.6 tanks a day. We have almost 300 jet fighters in reserve. We do want to get that number up, so... it sucks. I want to put more factories towards that, but it just doesn't feel worth it, because I don't see how, in any reasonable amount of time, we could compete with the Russians. Their force is just huge. It's potentially 27,000, 28 almost thousand fighters. It's just, we're not going to be able to challenge that. No way. Alright. Well, guys, looking at the time, we are at 30 minutes now. There should be another episode of this coming out today. I'm also thinking of starting a Victoria 2 series. I don't know as what country yet, but you might see that at some point as well. Probably not today, though. Anyway, though, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.